The 50-year mortgage, is it good? Is it bad? I would actually argue that it is neither good nor bad. Us in the mortgage industry, we like to think that we have some fancy thing that it's like it's the end all be all. And at the end of the day, it's not. A mortgage is not a solution. It's really a tool to solve a problem of home ownership. There's a lot of different solutions to get somebody there. And the lending world is really simple, and it runs on this thing that I like to call the cash to complex continuum. If you're down here on the far left of this, right, and you're buying a house cash, you're very low risk because there's no bank, you're not borrowing from anybody. And ultimately, as you move to the other way, and people, a variety of people can't go out and buy the house cash. So you have to come up with more complex situations, more complex means of solving your problem. And the more complex it is, so as it moves from cash to complex, typically speaking, your rate also gets higher. So you become more risky for somebody to lend you money. It's more risky. Therefore, they charge you a higher rate. So as you stretch a loan out further, there's greater risk. You probably will end up paying higher rates. But a 50-year mortgage is not some brand new thing that's never been thought of. In Japan back in the 90s, they did 50 and 100-year mortgages to allow for families to be able to actually get in there. It was like hyperinflation. It was a crazy time. We've had mortgages here. We have 1-year ARMs. We have 5-year. There's been through 40 years. There's interest only where you never pay it off. That's an infinite. You just pay interest forever. So there are a lot of mortgages. There's a lot of different solutions, tools, and a mortgage is a tool to help somebody get into a home. Now, if a 50-year mortgage works for one person, and that helps them begin the dream, the American dream of home ownership. It gets them in there. They're 25. They're probably not going to stay there forever. Most people refinance their home, every 5 years, 6 years, whatever. They're probably not in that loan forever. And if you look at it, just us as a country, we don't do a great job of making sound financial decisions anyways. We lease cars. We buy a new cell phone. We DoorDash when we don't have money. We do a lot of really poor financial decisions. So a mortgage is a tool to help solve the problem of home ownership. And if a 50-year mortgage will help solve it for a few more people, keep in mind the average age of a first-time home buyer now is 40. If you can bring that down a lot, there's a lot of moving parts here. And to say that one thing is right or wrong, we have to kind of look at people, at the individual, and say, what do I have available for me to help solve the problem of that person? A 50-year mortgage may be it. We also have some big problems with insurance, taxes. There's a bunch of things that are making homes unaffordable. But to say that a 50-year mortgage is good or bad, I would say is not it. It is a possible tool to solve somebody's problem here in the cash to complex